We want to play this video under fair use. YouTube guides allow me to play the video under fair use. Thank you. Where I can give live reactions and commentary under the guidelines of fair use. Now that we got that out the way, is Wemby a created player or something? What in the world? I feel like we're in a video game and I'm watching a created player. Wemby is the cheat code. Wemby is the cheat code. I want to give a shout out to the old school. Shout out to Akeem, the Dream, Shake and Bake Olajuwon, because there's been a lot of great players that have gone down there, and Kareem has been paying it. Not Kareem, Akeem has been paying it forward his entire retirement career. He's helped the walk to the life of Kobe Bryant, from Dwight Howard, LeBron James, and the list goes on, of people who have gone down there and got the blessing of looking at some of the greatest footwork you've ever seen. And I think Wemby's game is going to improve. And I'll go down and say it. If Wemby can stay healthy, he is going to be considered one of the greatest players and definitely one of the greatest centers to ever play. The numbers that he's going to produce, from the block shots to the double doubles, is going to be crazy. So let's get into this without further ado. We'll see if they'll let this video finish. This is the time where Wemby, he just take over this game. They throw to the corner. You can't teach that. That's just pure. He stuck to his principles. Obviously, Wemby knows how to play the game. He went out there with his left foot up, almost forcing the man baseline. So that's where his help is, and not to the middle of the floor. Waited till the guy go up, and he used his God-given ability and blocked the shot. He didn't stop there, and this is why I like Wemby, because unlike the rest of the superstars you see, Wemby understands that he still has a responsibility. So he blocks the shot, and he goes and gets the rebound. All right. This is when he blocks this shot. Then I don't want to see that again. He blocks this shot. He pump fakes. And when have you ever seen a 7'4" guy able to do this? And then boom, passes like a guard. That's a lot of pressure, because when Wemby gets going, and he's like a locomotive, he's like a tall deer, like Bambi. His legs are not really sure yet, but he like finds a way to get to that rim. Sometimes it looks a little fumbly, but I mean, this guy is going to be, especially he's still so young. If he grow into his body where he gets sturdy on those legs, he's going to be a problem. He's already a problem. So Wemby in the post, here's where I see the Kareem coming out of Wemby. Olajuwon coming out of Wemby, because he didn't have this last year. He wasn't as sure on his legs. They can put a smaller guy on him to get up underneath him, and it would knock him off balance. So watch him now. Look how sturdy and confident he is in his footwork. He goes middle, pump fakes, step through. Could have had a jump shot there and didn't bail him out and went to the basket. That's great footwork. Then he comes here on the pick and pop. Ball fakes. Waka flocka. This is a 7'4" guy that can do this. Pump fake a three and bust it in a guy's face. That's crazy. Another thing, Wemby in transition, hard to guard. You kind of got to wall him up. So he comes, turns, and shoots all in one motion at 7'4". You never seen a guy this big that could do this type of stuff, other than Bo. But Bo don't get the minutes. This guy they have to put two guys on him. Look, he comes, I'm not going to be double teamed, and he makes the shot. Wemby right here is playing defense, got a deflection, going the other way. All of this is because of Wemby. Here it is, Wemby, 7'4", transition. They give him the ball. Look at the way he's fighting for the ball and posting up. That's what we need to see more of. We didn't see a lot of that of Wemby last year, him fighting down in the block, forcing them to pass him that ball. He can do this almost every play. Here it is. Here go Wemby. Block. Comes back. Another block. Fall on the guy. That's what we want to see, big fella. And then he box out. They give him the rebound, and this is another special thing about Wemby. You give him the rebound, bigs are taught to run back to the paint. You cannot do that with Wemby. He's a live wire. As soon as the ball is in his hand, he's a problem. I hope I ain't hitting this button hard. Like, you know what? Let me focus. Don't hit the button that hard. Let's quiet. There we go. Quiet, Kwame. And then he pulls up and say, Waka Flocka from the logo. That's confidence. 8, man, I don't know how many did that. What is that, 30-something feet out? He just right past the half court line. He already got 15 points, 2 blocks. He just step up and say, you know what? Give me 18. That's crazy. Wemby is playing like a man-child. This is a creative player at this point. Here's Wemby. He bumps the guys high pick and roll. Let's see their defense. They're in this drop. Well, at least they stopped the ball, but they swung an advance to get to Wemby. And see, when Wemby's doing that, he is hard to guard because nobody wants to get in his way. Look at the guards. Nobody chucked him. Nobody on Brooklyn. And Wemby is not a physical, like, heavy set guy. That guy that's at the bottom, you got to meet him up early. And you got to trust that Michael Porter Jr. is going to drop down and get his back. He's the low man. The guy in the braids is guarding nobody. You got to be at that. Because Wemby is so tall, you got to be outside of that dotted line. You down here pretending like you playing defense, and then now you see Wemby, and now you're scared. It's like, oh, shit. You might as well go ahead and put him on the foul line because you have already effed up. This kid is so tall, he can literally take a step and jump from right here and dunk it. So you got to meet him early. The principle would be in the scouting report, meet him early and often. You want to chuck him. Your shoulder should be in his sternum all night long. A forearm should be in his sternum anytime he's trying to do moves like that. Before he go up to dunk, he'd be dreaming about turning and facing this forearm in his sternum because it's going to be right there for him. But lack of awareness, it's too late. He played karate a little bit. Look at him. He played karate right here. He did the surfing move. Watch him. He's like, no, don't surf. Film session. Film session. All right, here come Wemby. Hold on. Here come Wemby. Wemby through his legs. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. This is going to be the best player we ever seen at that position, let alone we might, if he can stay healthy, if Wemby can give you 13 years, 15 years of doing this, he might go down as the best player to ever play. I've never seen a 7'4" guy split a pick and roll. This guy split a pick and roll, guys. This guy is handling the ball like a guard. He splits a pick and roll between the legs, behind the back, 1-2, runner in the lane like a Kevin Durant type of play at 7'4". If this guy stay healthy, goodness gracious. A block by Wemby. We're going down. So let's see Wemby's defense. He got a hand up. That's cheating, man. This ain't fair, man. Look how far Wemby's back from the guy. He damn near blocking shots from the paint. Look at this shit. That ain't right, man. One step outside the paint, this kid can block the shot. Jesus H. Christ. That got to be scary, man. The only thing you can hope, look at this. He's got a finger on that. The only thing you can hope is to get him up high and try to go by him. If Wemby stays healthy, boy. Look at that. Book up. I'm talking about that thing is on a cord like a guard. It's on a cord, baby. He's a diaper dandy. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember diaper dandy? It's on a cord. They fought for the ball, throw it out. Cord. Look at that thing. That thing is pretty. Wemby got a pretty shot. Man, Wemby is going to be the best player we ever seen. Wemby, a.k.a. the cheat code. I just dubbed Wemby the cheat code, a.k.a. created player. Salute to y'all. I'm up out of this thing. I'm gone. Until next time, beautiful people.